Well, as you can imagine, there are strings attached to this federal money. States, including Maryland, must meet certain requirements and deadlines in order to keep those funds. So that brings us to our question. Let's verify, does Maryland need to act or lose its federal rental assistance funds? Our sources, Adewale Adeyemo, Deputy Secretary of the Treasury, Michael Ricci, the governor's communications director, Senator Chris Van Hollen, and Senator Ben Cardin. According to this letter from Deputy Treasury Secretary Wale Adeyemo, Maryland has until November 15th to prove they're distributing the money or the funds will be reallocated to other states in need. So right off the bat, yes, we can verify Maryland has until Monday to use those funds. What our sources can't agree on is how well the rollout is going.
There's no good excuse for the state not having gotten this money out the door.
Senators Van Hollen and Cardin wrote a letter to Maryland leaders warning that the state will lose the money because it hasn't gotten to families fast enough.
The state of Maryland has been very slow to disperse the $258 million in federal emergency rental assistance.
So let's look at what the data tells us. According to the Treasury Department reports, as of September 30th, Maryland spent 26% of its rental assistance funds, trailing behind its neighbors in Virginia and D.C.
There are over 100,000 families in Maryland at risk of being thrown out of their homes.
According to the governor's office, by the end of September, $141.5 million of emergency funds went to support 23,000 Maryland families affected by the pandemic. In a statement, spokesperson Michael Ricci says Maryland's rent relief program is a national model. Evictions are down and will continue to urge counties to get relief funding out the door as quickly as possible. So while that spokesperson didn't have the data available right now, he does insist the state has increased its rollout of that rental assistance, and he says there's, quote, no chance of losing the money. We'll check back in on Monday. In the meantime, we want to help you out. If you need assistance with your rent in Maryland, call the hotline you see at the bottom of your screen, 877-546-5595. With your Verify, I'm Delia Gonzalez.
Yeah, this is important information, Dee. Thank you.